Whoops. What's up, Pisces? What's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Readings. This is your December 2022 astrology reading. I hope everything is good with you guys. It is now Sagittarius season, so you want to make sure you shout out all your favorite Sages. Show them some birthday love. Also, wherever you have Sag in your chart, because we all have it in our chart, look at where you got Sag at in your chart. Look at what's going on there, what's opposing it, what's aspecting it, right? And see what you can figure out. All right, the sirens. I have never heard sirens here until now. But I don't know if those are, I don't think they're police sirens. I think that's an ambulance. But at any rate, that's interesting. Because the other place I was at, I used to hear them shits all the time. Because I lived near a hospital. But I moved away from there. It's the first time I'm hearing that. All right, cool. But yeah, so Pisces, was popping with you. Let's just start with all these changes that are going on in December. A lot of planetary changes. Let's just do it in order of the dates. All right, so we know we're in Sag season, right? So whenever we have a full moon, for each season we're in, we have a full moon. The full moon is always going to be the opposite polarity of the sun sign that we're in. So if the sun sign is in Sagittarius, the full moon is going to be in the opposite polarity, which is Gemini. That takes place on December 7th, all right? But what also is going on in the house of Gemini is Mars. Mars is there in retrograde. Mars is sleeping, okay? Mars is not direct, jumping around, ready to go, blah, 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 full of energy, full of vigor. Mars is like on a vacation, right? So this house is your 4th house. This is the house of your feelings, your emotions, the mothering figure, the figure in you, the nurturing figure that you had in your life as a child, or the lack thereof. Okay. And some of you could be, at odds with your mom or fighting with your mom right now. Okay. Or, maybe there's something you're not speaking to your moms right now. Okay. Or it could be you're not speaking to some cousins or siblings right now. Maybe you guys are arguing. You're not talking. Or if it's not that, it could be your cousins. So it could be a combination of family members who are not communicating, cousins or brothers and sisters or aunts and uncles. Something like that, right, is what could be going on for some of you. So with that energy there could just be, some feelings involved, some emotions. Somebody could express themselves in reference to not liking that energy or expanding on it. So there could be some people who could be trying to reconcile, or there could be people who are saying, yo, I distance myself from these family members. It just depends on, what's going on in your situation. Now, the second thing that's going on in December is actually this would have came before the full moon in Gemini. Mercury, let's just talk about this as a second situation here. So that's the first thing, the full moon in Gemini. The second thing is that on December 6th, Mercury moves into Capricorn. On December 9th, Venus moves into Capricorn. And on December 21st, the Sun moves into Capricorn. So Mercury, Venus, and the Sun are all moving into Capricorn all within the same month, all within like a 2-week period, okay? Pluto's already there, so that's 4 planets there in the Capricorn house. And then on December 23rd, there's the new moon in Capricorn. So that's 5 different types of energies going on in the Capricorn house. Now for you, that's your 11th house. So this is house of your friends, your social life, your dreams, your aspirations, your long-term goals, long-term plans, your ambitions, right? This is the energy that, makes you who you really are, makes you stand out for who you are, your authenticity. Now, with the energy going in here, coming out of your 10th house, first of all, it's in your 10th house. Mercury, Venus, and the Sun are in your 10th house. Your 10th house represents, how people see you, how you see yourself. Okay. Mercury is about the communication or the processing or understanding of what you're seeing, right? Venus is what you value and what you appreciate, whether someone is showing you value and appreciating you, expressing this to you, with the sun there showing light on it. So somebody could be, coming towards you wanting to maybe make amends or connect with you for the first time. It could be somebody that, you know, may have heard a situation or a scenario that you were in and maybe they admired you for it. And so, they may be expressing that to you if you met this person for the first time. It could be something like that. Or some of you, this person may see what you're doing. Like you could have an online channel and this person may think that that is super cool, and so they may look at you, differently because they're like, oh shit, that's pretty cool that that person is doing that. I like that. So now they may be somebody who may check out your channel. So you may have that type of effect on someone. It could be somebody that, they heard about you through whomever, right? It could be that a lot of people are talking about you there, and for some of you, it could be that, with the sun in Sag, I feel like that's people in the spotlight. So there could be, people who are well known or celebrities, whether it's internationally known or you just known in a particular type of community. But your reputation and how people see you, a lot of people, they find you to be somebody who is very attractive. They like your personality. Some people like the way you think, right? That could be how you make your money, just the way you express yourself. That superstar energy. You could be, like I said, very attractive. And so you make a lot of money, especially with Venus and the sun and Mercury and Sag here. And then it's going into your 11th house. So you could be very popular. Okay. Or some of you are watching or interested in, I'm picking up the energy of you being interested in a particular celebrity who could be going through some things, or somebody who's on the come up, right? Maybe somebody who got a record deal. You may, such and such got a record deal, or maybe you're on the come up. That could be you, okay? But yeah, and for a lot of you with this Saturn and Aquarius energy in your 12th house, you're going to have to be a little bit more, restrictive, because you could be running into weirdos, because for some of you, you could be coming into the spotlight, okay? Or coming back into the spotlight. And so you're going to be attracting a lot of attention. Well, whatever it is you're doing, some of y'all got some, nice stuff going on. I like this Pisces so far. This is dope. All right. But some of you, okay, so it could be some celebrities coming back out with some music right now. Okay. That could be the case. You may find out about that shortly. It could be a Pisces. I don't know. But if it is, just know you heard it first. All right. But it could just be you and a artist that you like. They could be coming out with some new music. Or some of you could be an artist coming out with some new music. Maybe you, taking your music to the next level. Maybe you are working with, people in contracts now. Things are going to the next level in your career, whatever it is. Okay. But I feel like you making some money from it, and you getting notoriety and fame. Okay, it's coming. So with your first house, we got Jupiter here and Neptune here. All right. So yeah, for some of you, you gonna blow up. Some of you are blowing up, or we're gonna be talking about a Pisces coming back onto the scene, doing some things, looking good. It could be Rihanna. I'm thinking about, okay. Yeah, you know what? December, we're gonna be hearing about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl coming at the end of what? When did it come? Is it Pisces season it comes? Or is it in Aquarius season? But anyway, we could be talking about that. Yeah, she could be preparing for that. That could be what's up. But yeah, so that's what's going on with all of that energy in Pluto, so in Capricorn. So yeah, for you, it's all about, I feel like your level of popularity is changing. And if it's not that on an international level, or just, being well known, some of you are changing your profession. You could be, expanding your business online or to an online format. Like, for example, some of you could be doing something like establishing a website now for your business. Some of you may be considering just going strictly online. Some of you could have a YouTube channel, or you could have a platform somewhere else on some other social media format, some other social media platform, right? Or maybe you were taking advantage of the opportunities of multiple social media platforms, and that's how you're gaining notoriety. But I feel like if that's what you're thinking about doing, if that's your plan and your strategy, I feel like it's going to work for you. But I feel like for some of you, you just got to be careful of family members. That's what's going to hold you back. There's something going on with you and some family members, all right, between your third and your fourth house here. It could be that there could be some siblings here that might just be, taking advantage of the fact that you might be the peacemaker, or you don't like to fight, or you don't like to argue. You try to, keep things, cordial with everybody. I feel like maybe you are, you're like, yo, I'm not doing that. Maybe you were usually, or you were trying to do it, and now you're like, yo, I'm not doing that no more. I'm gonna leave it alone. Or maybe you feel that you're gonna take it upon yourself to try to get family members to talk to one another. Because I say that because with your third house, like I said, you got Uranus in retrograde here in Taurus, and then in the fourth house you have Mars in retrograde in Gemini. Gemini is siblings, your environment, your surrounding. It could also be cousins, right? And then you have your third house with Uranus and Taurus there. That deals with your environment when you was growing up. Also, and I just feel an energy of there's something going on with the family. And then with your fifth house being Cancer here, that's opposing your 10th house, and you have Mercury, Venus, and the Sun there. So there's a lot going on, I feel like, with family and your reputation, how they see you. And I feel like, it's changing in some way, shape, or form. All right. So I'm not sure what that's about, but hopefully, you guys are, being true to yourselves. Now, let me see what else we got going on. Okay. So your money house, your second house, that's Aries. Jupiter's going in there on the 20th. But before that happens, on the 3rd, Neptune is there. Neptune's going direct. That's your ruler. Your current ruler. Your ancient ruler is Jupiter. So they both are in your first house. So this is the energy of, how you present yourself to the world. How you stand your ground and let people know that you command your space in the world. And so with Jupiter and Neptune here, Neptune is in retrograde. So I feel like, you're revealing, for a lot of you, like I said, people are going to be looking at you like, oh, okay. There's some type of, for some of you, there's some type of lesson that you're teaching people, or it could be that people are seeing that you're lucky, that you got a lot of good luck, good things are happening for you. Like I said, for some of you, you're successful in your own right. In whatever way it is, you're embarking upon some type of success, and it's a beautiful thing. So celebrate your success. It could be that you're embarking upon success, but in your private life, your family life is all crazy. So, it's like you have 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. So some of you could just be, looking at that. But, don't let, the negative that's going on in your world stop you from enjoying your hard work and your achievements, because you have to, look at what's important to you, right? And that's why Venus is there. Venus is, and Mercury is there, is looking at what's important to you and, understanding why it's important to you. And with the Sun there, it's helping to shed light on that. So with the Sagittarius energy, this is all about your learning experiences in reference to, how people see you, how they perceive you, what you've done, to make people see you a certain way. And so I feel like that's changing for a lot of you. Like I said, it could be that you're changing your job. Maybe you're going to be a doctor now, and maybe you were a lawyer before. You're changing, your what you do to make money, or what you do to, for a living, what you're known for. That something about that is changing. So even if it's something simple like you were known as the guy with the green car, now you don't have that green car no more. So now people have to associate you as somebody else. Unless they be like, you remember Larry with the green car? Well, he don't got the green car no more, but he used to have that ugly green car. Remember that ugly green? Yeah, that's him. That's, So it could be that type of energy where they still associating you with something that, you trying to let go of or you don't want to be associated with anymore, or times have changed and you just not associated with it anymore. It could be something simple like that. But like I said, it could be something big like, people coming on a come up, they're about to be famous for what they doing. Or somebody who's famous was behind the scenes for a while and they working on something and they about to come back out. So yeah, okay. Or maybe it's maybe you working on something and you about to come out and you about to be you about to be super, you about to be celebrated, right? But on the flip side, for some of you, some of you are moving. I feel like you're gonna be moving as a result of you changing your situation and your scenario, changing your career endeavors. It's like you have to change your lifestyle because of what you're doing. So some of you, because you're in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form, you have to, be more secure as far as where you live. So some of you could be moving. So it could be that. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything going on with family dynamics, but for some of you, that is the case. But for others of you, because of the newfound fame or the notoriety, you have to move or relocate. But yeah, that's what I see going on for you, Pisces. Now, also on the 23rd, the new moon in Capricorn, we talked about all that Capricorn energy that's going on. So, major changes going on in your, what you're known for, your organizations and the groups. And it could just be that, you're starting an organization. Some of you could be starting a business. It don't have to necessarily be an online business, but it could be that somebody is on the brink of some type of scientific discovery and they're going to be noted for that. Or it doesn't even have to be scientific, but, it could be. This is something that somebody was working on for a very long time. But, it's really interesting to see what's going to come out. But I feel like there's going to be some, major changes that are going to come out. It could be about some type of rules, regulations, some type of changes for the collective in reference to socializing and things like that. Or maybe this is just you feeling like you can't socialize the way you used to because, again, I feel like somebody about to blow up or they about to come back out in public. Their social status is changing. It could be for the good or the bad. It could be that somebody may be known for something and it could be an embarrassment to the family. I don't know what it is, but for some of you, things are going to change, okay? Or it could be for somebody around you. It don't necessarily have to be you. What else we got going on? Well, Saturn's in Aquarius, which is your 12th house. That's your subconscious energy. So I feel like this is definitely a time there's a karmic shift coming because Saturn is moving from your 12th house to your first house in March. So I feel like you're definitely on the verge of, by the time your season comes, Pisces, you will have completed out a cycle, or you're about to complete out a major cycle, like a major ascension, whether it's in the 3D realm where you're going to be famous, whether it's in a spiritual realm where you've completed some type of karmic cycle where, things get better for you. Some of you, some type of notoriety or fame. Okay. All right. I don't want to keep saying that over and over, but it's like dope energy. I love it. Now your second house where your money making potential is, Jupiter's going in here on the 20th. Chiron's already there in retrograde, but it's going direct on the 23rd. So much change going on in December. Now, as far as money, Jupiter's coming up in here. So Jupiter's going to bring you some luck. I feel like for some of you, you might get a second chance at something. Okay? Yeah, I feel like you might get a second chance at something. So take advantage of that opportunity. Okay? This is something that's going to be good luck for you. It could be applying for a different job. Yeah, I feel like, or there could be a job opportunity coming up. Somebody may offer you some type of um, money making opportunity, or maybe I don't know, maybe somebody's unfortunate situation is a benefit to you. For example, maybe somebody was offered a job, right? You were a contender, but you weren't the first choice. So the person who was the first choice decided to take the job, but then maybe last minute they had to rescind the offer. So now you're the next person in line. You were the second choice. So now someone may be coming to you to offer you the opportunity, whatever it might be. Okay. So I feel like, that could be something that could be happening for you, and it could change your situation. It could, for some of you, that could be the catalyst for all of this major change that's going on in your 11th house. Some of you may find out a friend of yours is pregnant. Some of you may think you too old to get pregnant, but you might. So be careful, okay? If the saying goes, if you're still having your monthly, you can still get pregnant, okay? Because you're still producing eggs. Now, we're not talking about the health of the eggs. We're not talking about any of that. We're just talking about the fact that you still are producing, okay? It may not be as rapidly or, as quickly or as often or as much, but if you're still having a monthly, you can still get pregnant. So if you're 50 and you're still having a monthly and your cycle is not changing, it hasn't changed yet, you could still get pregnant. I mean, it could happen. All right. So I feel like for some of you that could be the case, or it could be that there is somebody who is in a spotlight who may have had a child, or may be announcing that they're pregnant, or that they had their baby. Oh, isn't it Janae Aiko? Isn't she pregnant? I read that she was pregnant, her and Big Sean. I wonder if she had her baby yet. Or if she's gonna have I wonder if she's gonna have a Capricorn baby. The new moon in Capricorn is the 23rd. Or it could be the full moon in Sag, which is on the 12th. So, look and see if you might want to Google that. I'm going to Google that too. But at any rate, that's what I got for you guys. So, interesting energy, but make sure you check out last month's reading as well. All right, by going to the Pisces 2022 playlist. I love you guys, and I wish you the best. Congratulations to those who are having babies, or are planning on getting pregnant. And for those of you who are having issues in your family life, I wish you the best. And thank you so much for checking out the reading. See you guys later.